This is the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Sunita Parks. Docket number is 23-05566FC. Will the parties please place your appearances on the record?
Jerry Faber on behalf of the people.
Charles Clapp on behalf of Mr. Parks.
Good afternoon, Mr. Parks. Good afternoon, Council. Mr. Faber, have you had the opportunity to review the pre-sentence report?
Yes, sir.
You have. All right.
I have no additions or corrections.
Is there a victim present today?
I have, the victim is deceased, Your Honor. I have two victim representatives, the victim's mother and the victim's aunt, who wish to address the court at the appropriate time.
I will hear from it now.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. I'm Sharday Coleman.
And yeah, just start off and spell your name for us.
CHARDACOLEMAN. I'm the aunt of Khalees Brewer. Before I begin, I want to thank everyone who has played a part in this case over the last 3 years. The horrific details of Khalees' murder are ones that no one should ever have to experience. It's 1:51 on a Thursday. Khalees should be sitting in her classroom, learning, making new friends, and being an innocent 5-year-old. But instead, we are here. You were supposed to be her provider. You were supposed to protect her. You were supposed to love her. Instead, you are her killer. You should have been taking her to father-daughter dances. You should have been attending school conferences. You should be bringing her roses on special occasions. Instead, you brutally ended her life. Because of you, the only roses she will ever receive were for her funeral. Because of you, she will have no dances, birthdays, or school events. Because of you, we will never experience her huge smile again. I have always heard stories of other victims reading the victim impact statement and during that moment forgiving the person. I've always wondered if I'd be able to forgive someone who committed such a horrid crime, not knowing that one day I'd be giving a statement myself. I guess I'll never understand how they were able to find it in their hearts to forgive, because over the past 3 years, I wanted nothing more than you to pay for what you have done. Courtroom justice is only the beginning of what we want. We want prison justice. I hope everything we've ever heard about and what happens to lowlifes like you who hurt children is true. And Big Bubba is everything the movies have made him out to be. This has been a never-ending nightmare for my family. I want nothing more for that smile to be wiped off your face and for you to feel even a portion of what we felt since you took Khalees' life. I know that feeling won't come from your own guilt or regret, but I hope you feel every bit of discomfort, fear, and pain from everything the prison system has to offer killers like you who have brutally murdered their own children.
If you want to speak also, ma'am?
Yes.
Can you state your name, please?
KAMBRABREWER. Loving, happy, beautiful, and kind. I had a smile and laugh that could brighten an entire room. Although I was mommy's first, she changed for me. After a while, I was no longer the only child. Mom had Kylie, and we barely even got 2 weeks together. You took me away from them. Khalees meant the world to me, my first child, my first heart, my first everything. She was precious, goofy, giggly, and bossy. Once she came into my life, everything changed for the better. You, Sunita Parks, took her away from me. For months, I hated myself. For years, I second-guessed everything in my life. I couldn't even bring myself to trust anyone with Kylie because her father, the person who had a duty. Every time I try to believe I have forgiven you, I am reminded of that fatal shot you fired into her beautiful face. That's it.
Thank you. Thank you both.
Thank you.
Mr. Faber, do you have anything else to add?
I can't speak any better than the family, Your Honor. This was an unimaginably horrific crime. It is deserving of the maximum penalty the court can impose.
Mr. Clapp, have you had the opportunity to read, review, and discuss the pre-sentence report?
We have, Your Honor.
Do you have any additions, corrections, or challenges to the report?
No, Your Honor.
or to the guidelines?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you. Is there anything you'd like to say about this plan?
Your Honor, this is a tragic, awful case. Mr. Parks is remorseful and very sad for what happened. He has, as the court would know from this case, has multiple mental health issues that necessitated him actually being found incompetent for many, many months. As court to take that into consideration in your sentencing.
Next, we'll go to you, Mr. Parks. Have you had the opportunity to read, review, and discuss the pre-sentence report with your attorney?
Yeah.
Is there anything that you'd like to say before I post-sentence today?
Yeah, I just like to say I sincerely apologize to Gabrielle and her family, to my family, you know, to the courts, and that's it for real.
Thank you. So we have here a 3 counts of no contest plea to count 1 amended second-degree murder, count 3 no contest weapons, firearms, possession by felon, and count 4 no contest weapons, felony, firearm. I'll just note that the count 1 has a life maximum term, count 3 has a 5-year maximum term, and count 4 has a 2-year flat term, which is basically a minimum 2, maximum 2-year term. We've heard from our victim representatives today. You, sir, have 2 prior felonies. You were in the juvenile court system. You have 1 prior term in prison. You were on parole at the time that this happened. The upside is you've gotten your GED, but certainly the prior felonies are significant because they relate to firearms and your use and misuse of firearms. And we'll get into that more in just a moment. But looking at the guidelines, count 1 had a 270 to 450 a month guideline range. Count 3 has a 19 to 30 month guideline range, and then count 4 has a flat 2-year term, so minimum 2-year, maximum 2-year term. Parties did reach a sentencing agreement in the sense of no contest to amended count 1, 3, and 4, dismissing counts 2, 5, and habitual offender count. And sir, looking back to February 9 of 2022, you shot and killed your 2-year-old daughter. You shot her in the eye. You were both naked in bed when this occurred. And you shot another bullet that went in the downstairs area and could have killed your neighbor. Well, luckily it didn't. But it's, you know, the overlap here of just, you know, abuse, and not just having firearms, but the abuse of firearms is horrendous. And it's a horrendous fact pattern. In this case, it was painful to read the facts. Cause of death was gunshot wound to Lisa's head. And manner of death was homicide. The shot was fired approximately 4 feet away. I really couldn't imagine a more difficult fact pattern to work through in the present case. Based on the sentencing guidelines that I've just discussed, statutory maximums, the facts of the case, and the underlying circumstances that I've reviewed and involved here, the defendant must first serve a 2-year flat term, which is a minimum of 2 years, maximum 2 years on the felony firearm count. He's entitled to 3 days credit for that. Concurrent with the felony firearm, he will serve 24 months to 5 years in NDOC on the firearms possession by a felon. He's entitled to 3 days credit for that. Consecutive to the felony firearm, concurrent with the firearms possession by a felon, the defendant will serve a sentence of 396 months, which is 33 years, to 720 months, which is 60 years, in NDOC for second-degree murder. The defendant is not entitled to any credit, and all of these are consecutive to parole. I will add $240 in state costs, $150 in crime victim assessment, $1 court costs, just noting that our average cost for a criminal case in Kent County is $1,861, until the imposition of 1,000 court costs is appropriated in this case. I will order a $500 fine. This is the final sentence of the court. You will receive a 4 minutes when you're televised. Stay on the
Thank you.
It's